The war caused millions to flee, with thousands ending up on our shores. Virgin Media News reporter Tanya Reut caught up with one family readjusting to life here in Ireland.
A moment of true joy when Hannah and her two children see the face of their father and husband on the screen.
This is my dad.
Yuri is back home in Ukraine. When they call him, he is just after buying supplies of ammunition for the Ukrainian fighters in Donbass. Polina is asking her father whether it's safe where he is. Relatively safe, was his reply. The family has been living in Dublin for over 2 months, sharing a hotel room provided by the state. They escaped Kiev soon after the first Russian missile struck in the early hours of the 24th of February.
Nobody could imagine that we have to relocate in such circumstances. I would prefer to travel here like a tourist, not like a refugee.
21-year-old Polina remembers the first morning of the war very clearly. A journalist, she was up at 5 a.m. to finish an article before the deadline. After hearing loud bangs outside, she rushed to wake up her family to deliver the terrifying news.
This is the most terrible words you can say to your mom at the morning, like, get up, the war started.
Going back to the first days of the war isn't easy for the young woman. That weekend, Polina and her boyfriend were planning a getaway trip to Poland. It wasn't meant to happen. The couple hasn't seen each other for 3 months, as Ivan remained in Ukraine. Hannah had been preparing for the war for months, but didn't expect an attack on the capital.
We didn't know that it will start from Kiev. Even I knew that war will start soon. It was a shock for me.
A handful of family photos was almost everything they could bring from home. A photo album from Crimea has a special place in their hearts, bringing back warm memories. Their last trip there was in 2011, 3 years before the peninsula was annexed by Russia. We talked about the history of the family, which has Ukrainian, Jewish, Tatar and Russian blood.
We are mixed families.
Whom are they trying to denazify? Hannah is rhetorically asking me.
So far, up to 30,000 people displaced by the war in Ukraine have found peace and safety here in Ireland. Whether it's temporary or permanent, no one knows. For many, it feels like being in limbo. Their minds and hearts are back home, but they are trying to make long-term plans here in Ireland. After 3 months of the war back home, there's little hope that it will be over anytime soon.
Hannah is bracing for a long war.
I see my life now in Ireland for the minimum next 5 years. I don't think that war will be shorter than 5 years.
Starting all over at 45 could be a challenge. But Hannah is about to start a new position at an Irish bank.
Now I'm full of hopes to rebuild my broken career, my broken life.
Broken friendships is another painful byproduct of war. Most of Serhi's Ukrainian school friends are now scattered across Europe. Getting used to the new life and new classmates in Dublin is still hard for the 15-year-old.
Я смотрел фотографии, и я немного прослезился. Мне очень плохо стало в этот момент, и периодически я вспоминаю какие-то фрагменты своей жизни с прошлого года, из еще чего бы то ни было, и какого бы ни было времени, и мне становится грустно.
The power of art creates some sort of normality. Just as back home, the teen continues to paint, even if it has to be in a hotel room. Polina is a frequent visitor on Trinity campus. She's hoping to study here one day, after graduating online from the National University of Kiev.
I see myself library over there.
But for now, not a day goes by for Polina without thinking about Mariupol and the Azovstal plant. We spoke just a few days before the Ukrainian defenders of the steelworks laid down arms. She was almost apologetic about her own safety.
I didn't see the fears of war as much as these people did. I escaped war very, very fastly. But the pain I feel for people of my country, I can't imagine what they're going through. I can't imagine this.
Amid the darkness of the ongoing war, hopes remain.
We are such a strong nation. I think that the future of Ukraine is bright. I know that.